Stunning views, majestic castles, centuries of history. The Loire Valley is one of the crown jewels of French tourism, drawing 6 million visitors a year from all over the world, an industry crippled by the coronavirus. After a nearly 2-month national confinement and with borders mostly shut to outside travel, tourists are now a rare commodity. Château Chaumont, once owned by the Queen of France, is one of the first in the region to reopen. It's so calm and it's so peaceful here. It's tempting to forget that there's a coronavirus epidemic, but of course you can't. In fact, the only reason the chateau was able to reopen is because here too there are strict social distancing guidelines. Mask on, gel on your hands, there's a predetermined route that you must follow through the domain, and the number of visitors has been capped in order to avoid crowds.
It's been a while since we haven't been out, so it feels good.
Just a trickle of visitors today, all of them locals. Travel is still limited to a 100-kilometer radius. Martine and Jean-Marie Arouet had plans to visit Denmark and Uzbekistan this summer. That will have to wait.
In a way, this period's very good. We often forget to visit these beautiful sites in France, but it's a magnificent country.
The chateau doesn't expect to see its usual foreign visitors this summer, about a third of its business, they say. But the domain manager does see a silver lining.
I hope that the increase in French visitors who'll come because they can't travel abroad will make up for the foreign visitors who sadly won't be able to come.
Here in Paris, however, there's no silver lining on the horizon. The main attractions remain shut. The Eiffel Tower and the riverboats. Not far from here, the Sacré-Cœur, the Arc de Triomphe, the Louvre Museum, all closed. Not to mention restaurants and cafes. And with Paris still considered a red zone for the coronavirus, there's no telling when any of them might be allowed to reopen. With almost 90 million tourists a year, France is the most visited country in the world. Last week, the French Prime Minister said saving the industry was a national priority. The government's bailout package for the sector includes guaranteeing bank loans to businesses and paying 80% of the salaries of furloughed workers. For Yann, owner and manager of 2 hotels and a restaurant in the heart of Paris, it's a lifeline. His last booking was on March 12th.
It's scary, huh?
Thanks to a €250,000 loan, he hopes to be able to survive the next few months, but desperately needs borders to reopen and travel to pick up.
We need people to fly again. Tourism is airplanes. No airplanes, it really limits the amount of tourists that we're going to have.
Until then, Parisians will have the streets of the capital to themselves. Cyril Vanier, CNN, Paris.